Before we add these two fractions, you need to have a common denominator. The bottom number here and here have to be the same. Then I can add them. In order to find what denominator to make, I'm going to just look at multiples of each of the individual denominators until I find one they have in common. What I mean by multiples is I'm just going to keep multiplying the first denominator, 5, by larger and larger numbers. So 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 5 is 25, and it keeps going. And now I want to look at the same thing for 10. 10 times 1 is 10, 10 times 2 is 20, 10 times 3 is 30, etc., etc. The first number I have in common is my least common denominator. So I want to make both of the denominators here to be 10. Well, in order to make the 1/5 10, I need to multiply the bottom by 2. But if I multiply the bottom by 2, I also have to multiply the top by 2 in order to keep my fraction the same. If I don't do this step, then I'm completely changing what fraction I have. But if I do this, I'm just making it the same fraction, just not in a reduced form. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 5 is 10. Now, the other fraction already has a 10 on the bottom, so I don't have to make any changes. I'm just going to keep it 7 over 10. Now that my denominators are the same, I can add my fractions and keep my denominator to be 10. So to add the fractions now, I can add my numerators. 2 plus 7 is 9, and that's where they were getting the 9 in that problem that you were having trouble with. If you have any other questions, please let me know.